What is good? You stop here, aka Leroy Jenkins. I'm going to be going over the R9-0 shotgun. I'm going to be quickly going over the attachments, but I will be making videos about my favorite attachments. I'll be doing that in the future, but for now I'm just going to be going over all of them. First up we have the muzzles. First for the muzzles is the flash guard. Presses the flash of your weapon to help keep your target visible and your position concealed. Pros, muzzle flash concealment. Cons, bullet velocity. Then we have the breacher device, enables one-hit melee kills. Pros, damage range. Cons, aim down sight speed and aim walking steadiness. Now we have the tactical suppressor. Pros, sound suppression. Cons, aim down sight speed and aim walking steadiness. Next up is the muzzle brake. Stabilizes weapon for better control of sustained fire. Pros, recoil stabilization. Cons, aim down sight speed and aiming stability. Next up is the compensator. Expels gases upward to aggressively fight muzzle climb. Pros, recoil control. Cons, aim down sight speed and aiming stability. After that is choke. Device used to narrow the spread of shotgun pellets. Pros, tighter pellet spread, damage range. Cons, aim down sight speed. Next up is the lightweight suppressor. Pros, sound suppression. Cons, damage range. After that, and last for the muzzles, is the monolithic suppressor. Pros, sound suppression. Sound suppression and damage range. Cons, aimed on sight speed and aim walking steadiness. And dear lord, I cannot talk today. Next up is the barrels. First up, the forged tack sentry. Pros, damage range, tighter pellet spread. Cons, aim down sight speed. Heavy duty tapered barrel tightens pellet spread and slightly extends range with only a minor increase to weight. Next is the forged tack Gemini. Dual thin walled smooth bore barrels widen pellet spread and improve agility with only a minor decrease to range. Pros, aim down sight speed, wider pellet spread. Cons, damage range. Next up are the lasers. First up, the 1mW laser. Pros, sprint to fire speed and there are no cons. Low powered 1mW red laser slightly speeds up targeting after sprinting. It is not detectable by your enemies. After that, the 5mW laser. Exposes position when active, only for the aggressive. Pros, hip fire accuracy, sprint to fire speed. Cons, laser visible to enemies. Next up is the tack laser. Improves accuracy while aiming down sights. Exposes position when active. Pros, aim down sight speed, aiming stability, aim walking steadiness. Cons, laser visible to enemies. Now we have the optics. First up, the operator reflex sight provides higher precision. Pros, precision sight picture. Cons, aim down sight speed. Next is the corp combat hollow sight. Pros, precision sight picture. Cons, aim down sight speed. After that, the aim up reflex sight provides higher precision. Pros, precision sight picture. Cons, aim down sight speed. After that is the Cronin LP945 mini reflex. Circular reflex frame for Cronin keeps the focus on the target. Pros, precision sight picture. Cons, aim down sight speed. Now is the APX5 holographic sight. Pros, precision sight picture. Cons, aim down sight speed. Next up, the VLK 3.0 times optic. 3.0 times magnification provides reliable targeting. Pros, zoom level. Cons, aim down sight speed. Next up is the Viper reflex sight. Pros, precision sight picture. Cons, aimed on sight speed. Now we have the Scout Combat Optic. Precision optic with a 3.25 times magnification for long range targeting. Pros, zoom level. Cons, aimed on sight speed. Now we have the PBX Holo 7 sight. Pros, precision sight picture. Cons, aimed on sight speed. After that, the GI Mini Reflex, thin frame for an unobstructed sight picture. Pros, precision sight picture. Cons, aimed on sight speed. Now we have the Monocle Reflex sight, low intrusion frame for improved target tracking. Pros, precision sight picture. Cons, aimed on sight speed. Next is the Solo Zero NVG Enhanced. Advanced 3.25 times Gen 3 Night Vision version. Gen 3 Night Vision with thermal overlay for enhanced situational awareness. Not compatible with night vision goggles. Pros, thermal target identification and a zoom level. Cons, aimed on sight speed. Now we have the Solo Zero Optics Mini Reflex. Provides a balanced sight picture. Pros, precision sight picture. Cons, aimed on sight speed. Last but not least, the Cronin C480 Pro Optic. 3.5 times magnification, provides excellent targeting. Pros, zoom level. Cons, aimed on sight speed. Now we have the pumps. You cannot change the stocks on this gun. The stocks is replaced with the pumps. First pump is the FSS R9-0 Bulldog. Provides a more stable sight picture. Pros, aiming stability. Cons, aim, walking, movement speed. Now we have the FTAC Ultralight Pump. Pros, aim, walking, movement speed. Cons, aiming stability. Allows faster movement while staying on target. Now I have the FTAC Close Quarters Pro. Gets you on target faster. Pros, aimed on sight speed. Cons, aiming stability. Now I have the underbarrels. First up for the underbarrels, the PERK foregrip. Reduces vertical recoil and provides a better hold for raising and lowering the weapon. Pros, recoil control. Aimed on sight speed. Cons, movement speed. Next up is the Ranger foregrip. Stabilizes the weapon while aiming for improved long-range combat. Pros, recoil control, aiming stability. Cons, aim, walking, movement speed, and aimed on sight speed. Next up is the Operator foregrip. Helps control vertical recoil for faster follow-up shots. Pros, recoil control. Cons, aimed on sight speed. Next up is the ammunition. First up is the tube extension. Carry an additional 4 rounds of 12 gauge with a very slight weight increase. Pros, magazine ammo capacity. Cons, aimed on sight speed and movement speed. Next up are the slug rounds. 437 GR hardcast slugs. Low muzzle velocity and tremendous stopping power. Imprecise and hard hitting. Accuracy can be improved with longer barrels and chokes. Pros, damage range. Cons, damage radius. Now we have the Dragon's Breath rounds. 12 gauge incendiary ammunition engulfs targets in a wall of fire and sparks. You can torch the enemies, dealing heavy damage over time while ignited. Pros, incendiary damage. Cons, damage range. Next up are the rear grips. First up, the granulated grip tape. Keeps you steady and on target. Pros, aiming stability, aim walking steadiness. Cons, aim walking movement speed. After that, the rubberized grip tape. Lies steady but helps control recoil. Pros, recoil control. Cons, aiming stability. Last for the rear grips is the stippled grip tape. Less stable but very agile. Pros, aimed on sight speed, sprint to fire speed. Cons, aiming stability. Last but not least are the perks. First perk, sleight of hand for reload quickness. FMJ, increase bullet penetration and damage against equipment and kill streaks. After that is frangible wounding. Bullets cause target healing to be briefly delayed. Then we have heavy hitter, produces greater stun on targets. After that, frangible disabling. Bullets slow enemy movement and briefly disable tactical sprint when shooting legs. Then we have fully loaded, start with maximum reserve ammo. After that, more money and additional XP for kills, headshot XP. And we have a recon, see enemy nameplates at greater distances. Last but not least, fast melee for melee quickness. And that is it for the R9-0 shotgun. Like I said in the beginning, I will be making videos of my favorite attachments for this gun in the future. But until then, have a great day and peace.